What's going on, boys? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to another Sneak video, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at what I think is the best way that you can farm some manifolds, as well as get a bunch of shiny weapons this week. So if you guys are trying to get a bunch of manifolds this week, just before Prophecy, then this is going to be the easiest way to do it, especially if you're planning on doing it solo. So we'll go over why I think this is the best way to farm them, and afterwards we'll have a build for every single class, so you guys can just get in here and immediately start farming. And for these builds, you're not going to need the class item. The class item does fit all of them, but I'm also going to give you an alternative in case you guys don't have the class item. So let's get into it, and first let's talk about where this farm takes place, and I'm sure that you guys can already tell it is the first encounter. But we're not actually on Ultimatum mode this time, we're actually on Eternity, because Eternity mode is just kind of like the best if you're just trying to get a bunch of manifolds as quickly as possible and as easy as possible. You get the same amount as you would in Ultimatum mode. You get 190 when you open the chest at the end, so there's no reason to not rain on Eternity. Especially with the modifier that we have this week being Brawn, which massively increases your health, which makes just going around and surviving a lot easier, but it does not regenerate your health. But that's no issue because pretty much every build that we're going to have today has like some built-in health regen, where you don't really have to rely on just normally regening health. So basically we just take the positive of having a lot more health without the actual negative, turning this negative modifier into essentially something that's going to be helping us. And each run would usually take around 4 to 5 minutes, a little bit less if you're familiar with the paths, and a little bit longer if you're not familiar with the paths. But since this is not Ultimatum mode, there's no timer on the encounter, so you're not going to run out of time and going to have to do the whole thing again. You can take it at your own pace and learn the routes, and you'll still be able to get your manifolds at the end, as well as your weapon, and any other shinies that may drop whenever you're going around killing enemies. And since we're going to be killing lots of enemies, the wizards, all of the ads, the shinies actually drop quite a lot. I ended up getting like 4 of them in just like an hour of doing this last night. It was pretty crazy. Now I won't say that they will drop like that for you, you know, it is just RNG after all, but they do seem to drop quite often. But now let's actually talk about what to run on your characters to make this as easy as possible. And like I said, you could run this on any character, Warlock, Hunter, Titan, but let's start here with the Hunter. Now for the Hunter, we're pretty much just going to be running Combination Blows plus Winter Shroud and Style Executioner, plus the Spirit of the Liar or the Liar's Handshake. And if you guys just want to auto-equip this build that we have right here, there'll be 2 links in the comments below. The first one is going to have the exotic class item, and the second one is going to have the Liar's Handshake. That's really the only thing that's different about them. Everything else is going to be pretty much the same. When it comes to weapons, as long as we have the coal, you'll be in a pretty good shape. Nothing else is really going to matter. We're mostly just going to be going around punching things. So we'll do a quick run right here. We're not going to run through the whole thing. We're just going to do one, just to kind of show you how this goes. But we're going to start right here by killing up these guys. And if you guys want to just go on and look at the other characters, there will be timestamps down below. You want to just go to the Warlock or the Hunter and check that out. But yeah, you just run through things super easy, and with the increased health regen, you're never gonna die. Especially because every time that we kill something with our combination blows, we just regain a bunch of health. It is crazy the amount of survivability we're gonna have. This is pretty much like a build designed for like soloing the Ultimatum mode. So right here in Eternity, it's a bit of overkill. So you just go in, just punch things, use your dodge when your net stings. Keep dodging, keep punching, and that's it. You're pretty much like one bang the wizards, you one bang the hive knights, the light bearers. You just going around, just one banging everything. You could run straight into the moths and just like face tank them. It is like crazy the amount of survivability we have. All because of that modifier. Oh, this one's still alive. Just make sure that you kill the wizards, because if not, you're going to have to come back. But yeah, you're going to find this to be very easy. And the hardest thing about this is probably just going to be memorizing the actual routes. Especially if you haven't done this like that much. Oh, it's ice cream cone. Okay, okay. Also make sure you look at your symbol, because if not, you're also going to have to come back. But yeah, the paths is mostly what you're gonna have to probably memorize. But after a while, you'll definitely start to get familiar with them. You're just constantly freezing everything. It's crazy. Just destroy that dude. And because there's no timer, it really makes this just such a like chill farm that you don't really have to like worry about too much. You're just going around punching things. Very, very chill farm. And throughout this whole thing, we're also building up our Transcendence meter. So if you, for some reason, ran out of both your dodge and your melee, then you can just pop your Transcendence. It gives you immediately back your melee, so you can continue just punching things. So we're gonna hit this, and we're gonna... Where's Ice Cream Cone? The great thing about this is that since we're constantly going invisible, even when we're here next to a bunch of enemies, the chances that we'll die are really, really low. Yeah, so that's it. That's all I wanted to show you with this. And now let's move on to probably the Titan. Now we're here for a Titan. We're just doing Consecration. We got our 3 melees. We got our Knockout for healing. We have the actual Consecration. And like always, there's gonna be 2 links as well. One of them for the class item, and the other one without the class item, used with the regular Heart of Inmost Light, where basically it's going to be spamming Consecration to our heart's content. 1 Consecration pretty much just kills groups of enemies, and that's it. I do recommend that you take a weapon that gives you some nice Darkness Transcendence energy. I would say a Rocket Sidearm would be the best, but I have the shotgun right here on me, so we're going to be using this. So let's drop this down. And let's get a bit of energy right here. I actually thought they fixed that. And I actually didn't mean to do that. That was actually an accident. Let's see. The ogre's over there. He's a little far away, so we'll use... Miss him, apparently. Holy. Okay, and that goes this way. Alright, so we'll just make our way over here. Use our abilities every now and then, especially our class ability, just to kind of charge up our other abilities with the Inmost Light. And whenever you see groups of enemies, we'll just go up, come down, and everything's gone. It's, you know, it's Consecration. Now, I don't know why that one didn't blow up. Definitely should have, but for some reason it didn't blow up. Again, you're gonna have tons of stuff to like keep you alive. It is really gonna come down to use basically the paths again. Just keeping up with the paths. Oh. And things are about to blow up. Now, because I don't have the man, we're just going to them. Because I don't have the sidearm, I don't build up that Transcendence energy as fast. But even just having a shotgun and running around with it, you see that things are still pretty easy. Alright, so we're gonna have the... You stank those mods like no problem. And everything's about to blow up. We'll just tank all these mods just so you can see just how much more health we have. Alright, we actually have to finish it. The mod was just standing there. Alright, so it's that symbol. The little hamburger. Throw a grenade at them. Use our class ability just so we can get our melees back. I can't believe that we're still not there for... Oh, there we go. Just wanted to pop it at least before we have to get out of here. Oh my god, we used 1 bang dude. Come back! Alright, we didn't actually have to do any of that because we killed her with 1 Consecration. Now, where is the symbol? Oh, it's right there. There we go. Let's do this, and we're done. Then we just repeat this twice, and we're good to go. Consecration is just so crazy though. But now let's move on and let's go to a Warlock. Now over here for the Warlock, we're essentially gonna do Consecration again, where basically it's gonna be abusing Lightning Surge and Lightning Surging into everything. We're gonna have 3 charges thanks to Arcane Needle, And then Feed the Void is gonna do a fantastic job at keeping us alive. Every time that we get a kill, Devourer is gonna be healing us. Again, just completely turning the modifier into a positive. And just like with the other two characters, the Warlock is gonna have two links down below. The first one is gonna have the exotic class item with Syntheseps, which to be completely honest might be a bit of overkill. You may not actually need all this damage, but it's nice to be able to one-shot everything. And the one that's just the exotic is gonna be the Necrotic Grips. Now, the Necrotic Grips will give you a bit of extra tick damage after you hit something with your melee. So if anything survived the Lightning Surge, which is very unlikely, they're gonna die to the poison damage from the Necrotic Grip. Just like with the Titan, I recommend that you slap on a weapon that can build up Darkness Transcendence energy, so you can get that up and start spamming your Transcendence, so you can keep spamming your melees. So, let's run one last one, just gonna show you. Look how quickly we can build up the Transcendence meter with the sidearm. Just from killing those two guys, we get a bunch of it. And then once we start messing around with this ogre, we're gonna get a bunch more. He does that a lot quicker than in some of those ultimatum runs. So in ultimatum, I think you could build up like fully just off of those guys. But over here, you don't really get as much. Now you could just kill these guys with your sidearm. You really want to build up that Transcendence just to make sure that you have it. Or you can just go in here and kill them with the electric slide. Alright, so it looks like we actually are almost maxed out on the darkness one. So we're just gonna go in here and boom. I think that's all of them. Did the last one survive? Nope, didn't survive. Alright. Again, just make sure that everything is dead, because then you're gonna keep moving and then you gotta realize, oh, I forgot something, and you're gonna have to go back. No, it's not that big of a deal, but it is a little annoying. Alright, so it's this one. Alright, so there goes our Transcendence. You could also pop your super, like at any time. Oh my god, we just destroyed him. So, if you don't have your Transcendence, you could also use pop your super and just destroy everything. Let's just take our... Oh my god, I have the Combat Sparrow. Alright, this might take a little longer than it usually does. I might as well shoot something with it. Where's the Wizard? Oh, she's over here. Boom. Immediately destroyed her. Alright, so now let's look for... Where's it at? There's two ice cream cones? Really? Oh, it's right here. So yeah, we'll put this here. And if you ever feel like you're in danger of dying, you could always just pop your super. And as soon as you get one kill, you get the Devourer going again. And it's going to heal you a bunch. So, good luck with your farm. Hopefully you guys get a lot of Manifolds. Because, you know, we're going to get those good Prophecy weapons next week. And hopefully you guys also get some shinies. The Warlock is what I was playing with last night, so the Warlock's scaring all my shinies. Right here actually. Got like 3 right here. I think I have one up here. No, I think I deleted that one. Got a rocket as well. So shinies do drop quite a lot. But good luck with the farm, boys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, remember to like, subscribe to the channel in case you guys haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.